All right, Palm Tree. So I wanted to take the time out to explain my thoughts on the Katt Williams situation. Now, this week, Katt Williams caused some ultimate controversy. Man, we are not even a full week into 2024, and look what is going on, okay? So, 25 million views on his podcast appearance on the Shannon Sharp podcast was something else. First of all, that's groundbreaking, okay? 25 million views in 2 days. Come on now. Now, if you listen to the whole entire interview, which is 2 hours and 46 minutes long, you got a lot of time on your hands. No, I'm just playing. But there's a lot of takeaways that you can get from it. And for the most part, it's that he has a bone to pick with so many of the big names and his fellow peers in Black Hollywood, from the likes of Steve Harvey to Ricky Smiley to Ice Cube to, he's going after Ludacris. And there's so many people who, as a comedian, he is taking shots at, like, the likes of Tyler Perry, and saying that, that Tyler is better playing a woman than playing a man. And I don't want to get into all the specific digs he takes at various people's, but, coming from one comic to another, and I never took stand-up, for me personally, serious to the point not of doing that full-time as a career, but to do that full-time as a career and to make your bread and butter really to be going out on that stage takes a lot of grit, effort, and a whole nother layer of talent than many other art forms in Hollywood. You know what I mean? Many other mediums. And you listen to Katt go after people on this, and particularly he's going after actors, and stuff he said about, like, Faison Love and, the Netflix special that, Faison don't even have a Netflix special, when he said that having a Netflix special was easy to get one. Listen, when it comes to, this is what it all boils down to. You gotta understand what it means to be an entertainer. And the art of podcasting is really people having a conversation. This is how I view it. The art of podcasting is really when people have a conversation and you get to see multiple sides of personalities, and you see topics covered where you don't necessarily see the people in their own professions speak on these topics. But, Katt sat up there and basically ethered so many people in Black Hollywood, and whether he is accurate or not, it's entertainment. And in such a short amount of time, he was able to capture so many eyes and ears and have so many people retaliate in various ways. So many people step up to clear their names, from the likes of Ice Cube, and I watched Trick Daddy diss him back. Trick Daddy was not playing. Then I was actually kind of impressed with Ludacris coming back with the freestyle over Devil in a New Dress. That was dope, because I think the way that Luda responded with the creativity. Now, with Ludacris in particular, I felt that, that was literally ludicrous for Katt Williams to tell any type of story about them two being invited to an Illuminati event, But, listen, I'm trying not to sound biased, but Katt Williams is easily in my top 5 comedians of all time. Part of me feels that, he would have been better off doing a call to action of all of his respected peers, of all of his peers that he really vibes with and gets along with, if there are any, and getting them on some type of panel and uplifting his close partners rather than going at everybody he had a bone to pick. because despite his legal issues over the years, he's already painted this picture of him as being this crazy, unstable, short little man, and now there's all these drug abuse rumors that have come out about him. But he actually sounded very clear and articulate and reiterated throughout the interview over and over again that he was sober, that he was in his right mind. And he had Shannon Sharp speechless at a couple points in this. So, this is not something I like to see, because I want to see people unified, especially black people unified. But at the end of the day, it is all entertainment, and I think Katt was very successful in getting people to talk. And, I agree with what Michael Blackson said, is like that he made himself relevant again. And I don't think Katt was unrelevant, but a lot of the shit he was talking about kind of sounds like sour grapes. Why didn't I get that part? Like when he was talking about, the whole Santa role and whatever that movie was, So, you got to do the research for when he's pointing fingers at who got what roles. But, at the end of the day, just to drive it home, it's all entertainment. And one more point I want to make is that, he could have just kept his mouth shut and, got his money and just chilled out, and not criticized other people for the roles they got or how they do business and things like that. I'll give you a golden example, is that McDonald's doesn't criticize the ingredients in a Whopper. No, McDonald's just makes a Big Mac and makes their chicken nuggets, and McDonald's does their thing. You know what I mean? And that's just the fat ass in me, gotta bring up some fast food. But yeah, so it's almost like you want to say he who lives in a glass house should not throw stones. But you almost gotta admire Katt, because he was willing to commit social suicide for what he believes is true. So I want to hear from you in the comments. Let me know, what do you think about the Katt Williams situation? What do you think about all of those who responded? Do you have a favorite response of those who we criticized in this podcast appearance? Let me know. Peace, love, palm.